Showing you page 4 of exhibit number 303. Again, the voice usage for your customer 860-502-2593. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Item 74. You see that there?
Yes, I do.
And can you describe item 74 for us, please?
June 17th, 2013 at 12:26 a.m. 860-502-2593 made an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304. That lasted for 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Item 75, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that for us, please?
June 17th, 2013 at 12:38 a.m. 860-502-2593 made an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304 for a 21-second duration call.
Item 76, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that for us, please?
Also on June 17th, 2013 at 1:14 a.m., 860-845-4304 made an outbound call to 860-502-2593 that lasted 32 seconds.
Now, just picking up with the page 44 of the, or I'm sorry, 48 of that same exhibit 303. You see that's the SMS usage for that same telephone number, your customer, 860-502-2593, correct?
Yes, correct.
Showing you item number 172. Do you see that?
Could you just slide a little left? There we go. Thank you.
Do you see item 172?
Yes.
Can you describe that for us, please?
June 16th, 2013 at 11:29 p.m. 860-502-2593 sent an outbound text message to 860-845-4304.
The next item, 173. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Describe that for us, please.
Also June 16th, 2013 at 11:30 p.m. 860-845-4304 sent an outbound text to 860-502-2593.
Next item, 174. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Describe that for us, please.
Also June 16th, 2013 at 11:31 p.m. 860-502-2593 sent an outbound text to 860-845-4304.
Next item, 175. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Describe that for us, please.
Also on the 16th of June, 2013 at 11:32 p.m. 860-845-4304 sent an outbound text to 860-502-2593.
And I'm just going back again to exhibit number 298, and just for looking at it, the data usage for your telephone number 8969, you see that, correct?
Yes, sir.
Just item 708 shows June 16th at 2013 at 11:12 p.m., correct?
Correct.
And 709 is June 17th, 2013, very next communication at 8:35, correct?
Correct.
just resuming with page 48 of your record. You last leave off at 174 or 175, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, let's look at item 176. You see that?
Yes, sir.
And describe what appears in item 176, please.
On June 17th, 2013, at 12:04 a.m., 860-845-4304 sends an outbound text to 860-502-2593.
Item 180, do you see that?
I do.
And describe what appears in item 180.
June 17th, 2013, at 12:10 a.m., 860-502-2593 sends an outbound text to 860-845-4304.
181, please.
Also on June 17th, 2013, at 12:11 a.m., 860-845-4304 sends a text to 860-502-2593.
182, please.
June 17th, 2013, at 1:21 a.m., 860-502-2593 sends an outbound text to 860-845-4304.
See item number 183.
Yes, I do.
You describe item 183, please.
On June 17th, 2013, at 2:19 a.m., 860-502-2593 sends an outbound text to 860-845-4304.
See 184.
Yes.
Describe item 184 for us, please.
June 17th, 2013, at 2:27 a.m., 860-845-4304 sends an outbound text to 860-502-2593.
Now, the very next item is 185. Do you see that?
Yes.
Describe that item for us, please.
On June 17th, 2013, at 7:54 a.m., 860-502-2593 sends an outbound text to 203-606-8969.
You see item 80 here listed on the call record portion of exhibit number 303, voice usage, correct?
Yes.
Can you describe for us exhibit number 80, please, or item number 80?
June 17th, 2013, at 7:54 a.m., 860-502-2593 makes an outbound phone call to 203-606-8969 for 5 seconds.
Now, showing you page 49, the text message usage of exhibit number 303 for your cell phone 2593. You see that?
Yes, sir.
And just, if I could, this is now Monday, June 17th, correct?
Correct.
And See that item number 218 there?
Yes.
Text message.
Correct.
Just tell us the sender and the recipient of the text message, please.
The sender of the text message, 203-606-8969. The recipient is 860-502-2593.
The next text message on June 17th.
At 11:39 p.m., it is also the same.
Next text message on June 17th.
At 11:43 is also the same users.
Next text message on June 18th now at 12:15 a.m. Do you see that?
Correct, yes, sir.
And these texts here from 8969 to that text there, they begin at what time, please?
They begin at 11:24 p.m.?
And that's local time here in Massachusetts, correct?
Yes.
And they go into now the morning of June 18th, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And this next text message here, do you see that?
Line item 223.
Yep.
On the 18th of June, 2013, at 12:19 a.m., 860-502-2593, sent an outbound text to 203-606-8969.
You see this next 224.
Yes, sir. Also on the 18th of June, 2013, at 12:20 a.m., 203-606-8969, sent a text to 860-502-2593.
This next one, 225, do you see that at 12:20 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Could you describe that text message?
It is also an outbound text from 203-606-8969 to 860-502-2593.
This next text message here on June 18th, do you see that?
Line item 226.
Can you
Is that correct?
describe that for us, please?
Also on the 18th of June, 2013, at 12:21 a.m., 860-502-2593, sent a text to 203-606-8969.
This next item, 227, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that for us, please?
Also on the 18th of June of 2013, at 12:21 a.m., 203-606-8969, sends a text to 860-502-2593.
Now, that's page 48, or 49, I'm sorry, looking at page 48, that prior page, there was a text, I believe you described June 17th at 7:54 a.m. between those two numbers, correct?
Yes, sir.
And further up in the record, June 16th at 8:33, 7:25, 6:46, 5:54, etc., going backwards, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to show you again what's been marked as exhibit number 158. Showing you the contact list of that BlackBerry cell phone. Do you see that?
Yes.
And you see that contact Shay on there.
Yes, I do. 860-502-2593.
And if we click on activity, it indicates there's some text here, June 10th of 2013, correct?
Yes, sir.
If we click on that, indicates MMS on that day, correct?
Yes.
show you this contact here. Do you recognize that particular telephone number?
860-502-2593. That is our subscriber's phone number.
This same number in exhibit number 303, correct?
Yes.
We click on activity there, indicates text messages on June 18th of 2013, correct?
That is correct.
And if we go back to the very first text on that phone, indicates 12:14 a.m. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
June 18th, correct? All of them within a matter of less than 10 minutes.
I don't see a date, but I do see a time.
Right. We go back, it says June 18th.
Oh, June 18th.
Here,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes.
And that's all the text messages that are there in Exhibit 158, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, June 18th, Tuesday, early morning, 12:14. Can you tell us that incoming text from this phone, the 8969 phone, or strike that, outgoing from the 8969 phone to this contact, Mrs. there. Tell us what that text is at 12:14 a.m., please.
Would you like me to read it?
Yes.
Going back of the screen in movie room when you get home, and there is the box Aviel likes to play with in the tub, just in case you were looking for it. Remember how you ruined that big TV? LMAO was just thinking about that. Lol, wink, wink, love you, TTYL. Okay.
And there's an incoming response at 12:19 on that phone, 8969, correct?
Yes.
And can you tell us what that is, please?
It says, okay, that was awful, perfect TV. Love you.
And at 2:20, outgoing from the 8969 phone. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us what that is from 8969 to the 2593 number?
It says, love you more than life. See you soon. Let me know when you're almost home or like 10 minutes from home.
There's a response on the phone at 12:21, correct?
That is correct.
And could you read that for us, please?
It says equal K.
And there's then a response at, from the 8969 to the 2593 at 12:21 as well. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And could you tell us what that was, please?
It says equal is right.
Returning to the voice usage for your customer 2593 there. Do you see item number 74?
I can't see the item number, sorry. There we go.
74.
Yes.
Describe that for us, please. Now, oh, I'm sorry. I believe we might have gone through that already. Item 85, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe Describe that for us, please.
June 17th, 2013, at 10:59 p.m., 203-606-8969. I made an outbound call to 860-502-2593 that lasted a second.
Item 86, please.
Also on the 17th of June, 2013, 11:03 p.m., 860-502-2593, makes a telephone call to 860-845-4304, and it lasts 32 seconds.
Item number 87, please.
Also on the 17th of June, 2013, excuse me, at 11:13 p.m., 203-606-8969, makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593. The duration is 0.
Item 88, please.
Also on June 17th, 2013, at 11:18 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593 with a 0 duration.
Item 89, please.
On the 17th, June 17th, 2013, at 11:21 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes a telephone call to 860-502-2593.
Item number 90, please.
Also on the 17th of June, 2013, at 11:25 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593.
Item number 92, please.
On June 17th, 2013, at 11:38 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound call to 860-502-2593 for 43 seconds.
Item number 93, please.
June 17th, 2013, at 11:39 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593, 0 duration.
Item number 94, please.
Also on the 17th of June, 2013, at 11:40 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes a telephone call to 860-502-2593, 0 duration.
Item number 95, please.
June 17th, 2013, at 11:41 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593, also 0 duration.
Number 96, please.
June 17th, 2013, also at 11:41 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593, and it lasts for 14 seconds.
Item number 98, please.
On June 17th, 2013, 11:44 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593, 0 duration.
Item number 99, please.
Also on the 17th, June 17th, 2013, at 11:46 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593, also 0 duration.
Item 100.
June 17th, 2013, at 11:47 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593, and the call lasts for 31 seconds.
Now, item 102, do you see that?
Yes, sir?
And can you describe what appears in item 102 for us, please?
On June 17th, 2013, at 11:59 p.m., 860-502-2593 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304, and it lasts for 1 minute and 43 seconds.
see item 103.
Yes, sir.
Can you describe what item 103 is for us, please?
On June 18th, 2013, at 12:01 a.m., 860-502-2593 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304, and it lasts for 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
Item 105, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that for us, please?
June 18th, 2013, at 12:13 a.m., 860-502-2593 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304. That lasts for 29 seconds.
Item number 106, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that for us, please?
June 18th, 2013, at 12:28 a.m., 860-502-2593 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304, and it lasts for 50 seconds.
Item number 107, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that for us, please?
June 18th, 2013, at 12:41 a.m., 860-845-4304 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593 and lasts for 1 minute and 23 seconds.
Item number 108, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that for us, please?
June 18th, 2013, at 12:43 a.m., 860-502-2593 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304, and it lasts for 26 seconds.
Now, just going back to exhibit number 298, the call records for your cellular customer, 203-606-8969. Page 10, item number 231, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe the 8969 number on page 10 at June 17th and the time, please? 9:47 p.m.
June 17th, 2013, at 9:47 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304 for 7 seconds.
Item 233, do you see that?
Yes, sir. June 7th. I'm sorry.
Could you describe that for us, please?
June 17th, 2013, at 9:48 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304 for a duration of 1 minute and 35 seconds.
Item 244, do you see that?
Yes.
Describe that for us, please.
June 17th, 2013, 10:52 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304, and it lasts for 52 seconds.
This next call, this item 246, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Describe that for us, please.
June 17, 2013, 10:59 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593, and it lasts for a second.
Item 250, do you see that?
Yes.
Describe that item for us,
On
please.
June 17, 2013, at 11:13 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-502-2593 with 0 duration call duration.
See this June 17th call?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe that call for us, please?
June 17, 2013, at 11:18 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304 with a 0 duration elapsed time.
Next item, 253, you see that?
Yes, sir.
From
June,
8969 to 2593, is that correct?
that is correct.
Next item, 254, you see that?
Yes, sir.
Same, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Next item, 255, you see that?
Yes.
And describe that for us, please.
On June 17, 2013, at 11:22 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304. It lasts for 53 seconds.
Next item, 256, you see that?
Yes, sir.
That's outbound 8969 to 2593, correct?
That is correct.
Next item, do you see that?
Yes.
Item 257.
Yes.
And describe that for us, please.
June 17, 2013, at 11:37 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound phone call to 860-845-4304 for 1 minute and 3 seconds.
Then again, there's 8969 to 2593, correct?
Yes, sir.
And again, item 259.
At 11:39 p.m. on the 17th of June, 2013, yes.
I'm sorry. And just stick with 298 that calls for 8969. And the next item is 260. You see that?
Yes, I do.
261,
Yes, sir.
262,
Yes.
down here to 264. Do you see that?
I do, yes, sir.
June 17th at 11:44 p.m., is that correct?
Yes.
From work number 8969 to 4304, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
265 item,
June 17, 2013, at 11:44 p.m., 203-606-8969 calls 860-502-2593 for a 1 second duration.
267,
Also on the 17th of June, 2013, 11:46 p.m., 203-606-8969 calls 860-502-2593 for a 7-second call.
269,
Also on the 17th of June, 2013, at 11:47 p.m., 203-606-8969 makes a phone call to 860-502-2593 for 31 seconds.
270,
This is June 18th, 2013, at 12:09 a.m. 203-606-8969 makes a phone call to 860-845-4304 for 15 seconds.
271,
Also on the 18th of June, 2013, at 12:15 a.m., 203-606-8969 makes a call to 860-502-2593. 0 duration.
273,
On the 18th of June, 2013, at 1:04 a.m., 203-606-8969 makes a phone call to 860-845-4304 for 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
274.
Also on the 18th of June, 2013, at 1:08 a.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound call to 860-845-4304 for 9 seconds.
275.
Also on the 18th of June, 2013, at 1:36 a.m., 203-606-8969 makes a call to 860-502-2593 for 1 minute and 24 seconds.
276.
June 18th, 2013, at 1:38 a.m., 203-606-8969 makes an outbound call to 860-845-4304 for a duration of 2 seconds.
277.
Also on the 18th of June, 2013, at 2:20 a.m., 203-606-8969 places an outbound call to 860-845-4304 for 10 seconds.
Just going back to 303, page 6, your voice usage for 860-502-2593, you see that?
Yes.
You see this item number 126 on that record?
Yes, sir.
And describe that item for us, please.
On the 18th of June, 2013, at 1:45 a.m., 860-845-4304 makes an outbound call to 860-502-2593 for 1 minute and 29 seconds.
And back here to the 298, item 278. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Describe that for us, please.
On June 18th, 2013, at 2:58 a.m., 203-606-8969 places an outbound call to 860-845-4304 for a duration of 21 seconds.
And then the next activity on this phone, your 8969 number occurs when, please?
On June 18th, 2013, at 6:47 a.m., 508-509-9944 makes an outbound call to 203-606-8969 for a duration of 9 seconds.
Item 280.
Also on the 18th of June, 2013, at 7:17 a.m., 203-606-8969 places an outbound call to 860-845-4304 for a duration of 14 seconds.
Again, staying with the number 8969, you see item 282.
Yes.
Can you describe that, please?
On June 18th, 2013, at 7:19 a.m., 203-606-8969 places an outbound call to 860-845-4304 for 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Next activity, you see that, item 283.
Yes, sir. On the 18th of June, 2013, at 7:25 a.m., 860-462-0951 places a call to 203-606-8969, and the call lasts for 12 seconds.
Next Next item, 284, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Describe that for us, please.
June 18th, 2013, at 7:46 a.m., 203-606-8969 places an outbound call to 860-502-2593 that lasts for 9 seconds.
$289, do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Describe that for us, please.
June 18th, 2013, at 8:38 a.m., 203-606-8969 places a call to 860-845-4304, and the call lasts for 1 minute 3 seconds.
Now, in addition to just the call detail records, as you described them with the cell site information for that cell phone number 2593, did you also cause to be produced the, or in response to a request, cause to be produced the toll record similar to the 8969 number beginning in January of 2013?
Yes, sir.
If I may, Your Honor. Show you that record. Do you recognize that, please?
Yes, sir, I do.
And can you describe what appears there, please?
This is the voice usage for 860-502-2593. These are call detail records.
Beginning in January of 2013, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to offer this as the next exhibit, please.
Objection, Your Honor.
Show you that record. Do you recognize what's depicted in that record?
Yes.
What's depicted in that record, please?
This is the data usage for 860-502-2593, starting June 1st, 2013.
And again, these records are kept in the normal course of business, relied on, maintained in good faith, and made at or about the time these transactions occur. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to offer this as the next exhibit, please.
Excuse me, is that June 1st or January 1st?
I'm sorry, January 1st, correct, of 2013?
It is January. If I said June, I'm sorry.
Objection.
Could you recognize that?
These are the SMS records for 860-502-2593.
Beginning in January of 2013, correct?
Yes.
Beginning in January, these continue to run through July, correct?
Yes, July 30th.
And these records are maintained, made at or about the time of the transactions, kept in good faith, maintained for the business purposes of AT&T, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
No, this is the next exhibit.
Objection, Your Honor.
Roll. If I may, Your Honor. Show you record. Do you recognize that record?
Yes, I do.
And what do you recognize that to be?
This is the financial liability statement, subscriber information.
And for a particular cell phone number, is that correct?
Yes, sir. 561-755-0678.
And this is a record of AT&T, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's made at or about the time of the transactions that are depicted therein, is that correct?
That's correct.
And it's used in the normal course of your business
Yes.
and relied on and maintained in good faith, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to offer this as the next exhibit, please.
Objection, Your Honor.
Show you these records. Do you recognize what's depicted in those records?
Yes, sir.
And could you tell us what's depicted in those records, please?
It's also a financial liability statement, subscriber information.
And for what telephone number do those records represent?
This is for 949-572-8546.
And does it indicate the subscriber information here on the record?
Just has a name of the phone and then a billing address.
And the service start date of this particular phone?
June 18th, 2013.
And this record here, this first page, the subscriber information, this is information that is maintained by AT&T, is that correct?
Yes.
This is a record of AT&T, compiled at or about the time of the transactions, is that correct?
Yes.
And relied on and kept in good faith in the normal course of your business, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to offer this subscriber information as the next exhibit, please.
Objection, Your Honor.
Show you this set of documents. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I do. These are voice usage records for 949-572-8546.
And do they also show SMS data as well for that same telephone number?
Yes.
Does it also show data usage for that same telephone number?
It does, yes.
I'm going to offer this as the next exhibit, please.
Objection, Your Honor.
Again, I'm just going back to exhibit number 158. You see that?
Yes.
And that's a contact information for a particular telephone number, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the name listed there in the contact,
Papu.
and could you describe the number that's listed for PAP2?
Area code 561-755-0678.
I'm going to show you exhibit number 307. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
And that shows user information, subscriber information for that same telephone number. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. 561-755-0678.
If I can have a moment, please, Your Honor. again, on just back to 307, that indicates that the name of the person under user information is Gladwin D. Skeet of Belglade, Florida. Is that correct?
Yes.
I may have a moment, please, Your Honor. Thank you.
Morning, Mr. Richard.
Morning. Good afternoon.
In some of the records you were looking at after the lunch break with Mr. Bomberg, it appeared that the voice calls were of very short duration.
Yes, sir.
You recall some of those?
Yes,
And some of them indicated that the call duration was 00 seconds,
correct,
or 01 seconds,
correct.
or 02 seconds,
Yes,
and
sir.
so on. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And is there any way to know if there was actually any conversation after those two telephones connected?
There's no way to know. No, sir.
So if you see a call that says 01 or 06 seconds, given your experience in the cell phone industry, what does that say to you?
It says that if there's connection time on the sites, it looks like maybe the phone was hung up before there was conversation, perhaps. Could be a number of different reasons. I'd have to really look at it, line by line to ascertain what happened there. I mean, it could have gone to voicemail. These new call records, sometimes they show 4 line items for a single event. So I'd have to look at that in question and then, give you a solid answer.
So on any one particular call, simply because it says connected for 6 seconds, you can't say in general whether or not that connected and there was a conversation.
That's true.
So it might have, the calling party might have hung up before the other party answered,
Certainly a possibility, yes.
and you would still get a call duration if the calling party hung up after a couple of rings,
Correct.
before the person picked up.
That is correct.
And that would be true with respect to a 10-second connection time. Is that right?
Sure.
Okay. And to delve down into any particular call, you'd need to look at the hundreds of pages of documents that we've seen today.
Yes.
All right. I'm not going to ask you to do that. Now, you also had a number of notations where I think you mentioned that there was no, is it IMSE? Is that the number that identifies the cell phone?
The IMEI identifies the cell phone itself, correct.
So on those voluminous records you looked at, there's a column kind of in the right-hand half of the page that says IMEI, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's like a unique identifying number for a particular cell phone, right?
That is correct.
And I think you explained that maybe the first digit and the last digit or two are not part of the IEEMI.
The last 2, correct.
Okay. And that's some security code that AT&T has to make sure that things are okay?
Yes.
Okay. And if a customer changes the phone, like if I drop my iPhone in the water puddle and buy a new one, my records are going to reflect a new IEMI.
That is correct.
Because when you don't typically have 2 phones assigned to the same number, is that right?
That is correct.
Now, I want to show you, well, do you remember, I think it was yesterday maybe, you were testifying, and you were testifying about a period of time when the 8969 did not appear to be in touch with the AT&T network.
That is correct.
And it ran from something like 10:30 on June 16, 10:30 p.m. on June 16 until about 8 p.m. on June 17, right?
Yes, sir. I don't know the exact hours, but yes.
And would one explanation for that be that the battery on the phone had died?
Yes, sir.
or that the customer had turned the phone off,
Yes.
or that the phone had been misplaced and run out of juice, and then for that period of time wasn't connecting to the cell sites?
That's a possibility, yes, sir.
Now, am I correct in understanding that if I've misplaced my phone, but it still has juice, then it would still receive incoming text messages, correct?
As long as it's in the on position, yes.
Okay. And it would still have some communication with the data feature of AT&T, correct?
Yes.
If I have apps that, reach out.
Correct.
All right. So if there's none of that in the records, incoming text messages or voicemail, voice calls coming in or out, or data going in or out, then it's fair to assume that that phone, either the battery was dead or the phone was turned off.
That is correct.
Now, let me just try to go to one of the exhibits and see if we can pin those times down. I'm going to show you a couple of pages from Exhibit 298, okay?
Okay.
And the first one is for voice usage. And this is on page 10. This is on page 10 of that voice usage part of Exhibit 298. Now, can you see those records, or are they a little too small?
I can see them.
Let me try to get them a little bigger, because I can't see them from over here. All right, so do you see at the very top, there is a line 212. You see that?
Yes, sir.
And it shows that there is an outgoing call from 8969 at 10:11 p.m., correct?
Yes, sir.
And that call lasts 1 minute and 49 seconds,
That is correct.
right? And that's to a number that ends in 6685, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. So we know the phone is on and connected to the network at that time. Is that right?
That is correct, sure.
And then the next outgoing call from that phone can you see that at line 223?
Yes,
That's at 8:40 p.m. on June 17. Is that correct?
that is correct.
And that is a call to a number ending in 4601,
Yes,
and it lasts 20 seconds.
correct.
And in between there, it looks like there are a bunch of calls to the 8969 number. Is that right?
Yes,
But there's no cell site information listed on the right-hand side. Is that right? Can you see that?
yes, I can see that, right.
So, does that mean that the 8969 number was not connected to your network during that time?
From these records, it appears that that number was not connected, correct.
So, an explanation for that is that for the period of time between call 212 and call 223, that the phone was turned off or the battery was dead.
Yes, sir. That's
All right. Now, that was on the voice side of it, right?
Yes,
All right. Now, we also looked at some text part of the site, part of your again, this is record Exhibit 298. I'm going to show you page 66. So again, up here in the upper left, we're looking at SMS for text, correct?
Yes, sir, correct.
And then if we go down to the bottom, or to the middle, we'll see an outgoing text message, line 439, on June 16 at 10:28 p.m., correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And then the phone receives a series of text messages, and that would be lines 440 to 448.
I can't see the line items on the left, I'm sorry.
Can you see them now?
Yes, sir, it stops at 443, though.
Okay, let's try to move it up. So from 440 to 448, there are a bunch of text messages that come in all at the same time, correct?
That is correct.
At 8:35.
Yes, sir.
And so a fair understanding of that is that the phone was either turned on or recharged enough to connect with the network at 8:35.
That is correct.
And those are two separate possibilities, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So if I've turned my phone off at night and I turn it back on in the morning, I'm going to get whatever text messages were sent to me overnight, but they're all going to come in at 6:50 a.m. when I wake up.
As soon as you turn the phone on, yes, sir.
Okay. And the other possibility is if my phone has run out of juice overnight and I charge it up, the text messages aren't going to come in right away. It takes a little time for the charge to enable the phone to connect to the network. Is that right?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
I'll try. So if my phone dies, the battery's just dead, and I plug the phone into the charger, is that going to immediately connect to the network, or is it going to take a little bit of time for the charge to get strong enough to send out a signal?
It depends if the phone wakes up when you plug in the charger. Some phones do, some phones don't.
Okay. So it could be waking up right away, it could be a matter of minutes.
When you plug in your charger, if it doesn't turn on right away, it will not turn on until you hit the power button.
All right. So if my phone is, if I have that type of phone and it's out of juice, I got to plug it in, and then after it's charged up a bit, I can turn it on, and then I'll get a download of whatever's come in.
That is correct.
All right. So now, I want to show you a message that appears on Exhibit 158. Bear with me, I'm going to turn it on now. Is the other one turned off too? So let me just show you a text message from Exhibit 158, which is the phone ending in 8969, okay?
Yes, sir.
And that's a AT&T customer, correct?
Yes,
Now, are you able to see that on the screen?
I am.
And the one I want to call your attention to is, understand, I'm focusing on the period of no activity on this phone, which began around 10 o'clock in the evening of June 16 and ended about 8 o'clock in the evening of June 17, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if I direct your attention to this message here from me to Fish2, it says, the second line says, if I don't answer a call Shay at 860-502-2593, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's at 9:35 p.m., correct?
Yes,
And
correct.
I think you were showing that on direct examination,
Yes.
and that was on June 16. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
So that's about maybe a half hour before that phone goes dark.
Okay.
Is that right? I mean, this phone, the 8969, seems to not get any connection to your network about 10:10. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, let me direct your attention to this other phone, the Exhibit 117, and that's the 3008 phone, correct?
Yes.
And yeah, thank you. So now let me focus your attention on Exhibit 117, the 3008 phone, and this is 2 minutes later after the message that said, if I don't answer, call Shay, correct?
Yes.
And so this is a message in which the number 8969 calls or texts and says, among other things, if my phone dies, I'm going to hit you when I charge it, which will be in a little. Did I read that right?
Yes, sir.
And that's on June 16 at 9:37 p.m., correct?
9:39. Yeah, yes, sir. 9:37.
All right.
9:39.
Now, I want to direct your attention to line. I'm going to go back to Exhibit 298, okay? And that's your voice record for 8969. You with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I've got line 217. This is on page 10. And can you see line 217?
I just can't see
I'm sorry.
the line number, sorry. There we go.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you see, line 217 shows a call on June 17 at 1:09 a.m., correct?
Yes, correct.
And that's in the period when your customer's phone is not connecting to the network, correct?
Correct.
And there's a call from the 4304 number to your customer's number, 8969, correct?
That is correct.
And it lasts 6 seconds, right?
Correct.
And on the right, you'll see there's no cell site information for it.
That is correct.
So you can infer that your customer's phone, 8969, wasn't connected to the AT&T network.
That's correct, yes, sir.
Now, I think when you first were testifying, you said that you've worked for AT&T for about 24 years
Yes.
and worked in the cell phone industry for years before that.
Yes, sir.
And part of your job is to help customers resolve their problems.
Correct.
And I suppose are you an RF engineer? Is that one of your jobs?
Yes.
So part of that is highly technical, right?
Yes, sir.
But you've had experience with other sorts of problems, correct? With the cell phone working?
Yes, sir.
And among those might be that a cell phone is missing, right? Have you encountered that?
I guess I really am not quite sure how to handle that, how to answer that. If someone's phone is missing, I don't know if I can do much to help them, I guess.
Well, maybe not in your professional capacity, but personally, have you ever misplaced your phone and had a family member call it so you could try to find it?
Absolutely.
And that's not unusual, right?
No.
All right. So, if I could ask Mr. Reset to play camera 3 on June 17 at 1:06 a.m. I've just got a few minutes of these videos that I want to play, Your Honor. Camera 3, June 17 at 1:06 a.m. So do you see someone looking in the trunk of a... Oh, sorry. Here we go. Okay. So you see an individual getting out of the car,
Yes.
and do you see a glow in the screen by the passenger seat,
Yes.
as if someone is using a cell phone?
Yes.
All right. And if we were to add 2 minutes and 46 seconds to 1:06:40, we would get to about 1:09 a.m.
Okay, yes.
Okay. You see the lights flashing on the SUV over there,
Yes.
and the person walking around appearing to look in the SUV?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
And then the person that was using the phone from the passenger seat gets out of the car,
Correct.
and somebody else gets out of the car.
Correct.
Okay. Now, if I could ask Mr. Reset to go to 2:26 p.m. on June 17, camera 3. You see an individual walking out and opening a door of this car.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, if you could go to June 17, camera 14 at 15:05. I guess that's 3:05 p.m. And do you see the time stamp in the lower, in the green line there?
Yes,
And that's, right now it says 15:05:08.
correct.
You see a dog moving around on the couch?
I do, yes.
See a man enter the screen?
Yes, sir.
See him looking under the couch cushion?
Yes, sir.
You ever drop your phone in a couch cushion?
Yes, sir.
Now if we could go to 6:17 at 6:15 p.m. Camera 3, please. See the lights in the car flash?
Yes, sir.
And then the person come out of the kind of a side door and go towards the car?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, this segment runs about 5 minutes. You see a woman walking down the driveway?
Yes, sir.
You see the man walk around behind the car to the other side?
Yes.
See the woman walking around the passenger side of the car?
Yes, sir.
And the man walking around the driver's side?
Yes, sir.
See the lights come on the car?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Before going to the next item, we'll just do a stop for lunch or
Take a lunch recess at this time, because the mind suspended, we'll discuss the case of missiles within minutes.